I work nights and I'm usually just half awake during the day. My name is Maishi, and I've decided to take a step into the sunshine. My friend Noel and I are headed to the sunshine city of Laoag for its yearly Pamulinawin Festival. Laoag City, in the province of Ilocos Norte, is 12 hours north of Manila over land. It's only an hour's plane ride from Manila, and its airport also serves several international destinations like Hong Kong, Taiwan, and mainland China, which maintains a consulate in the city. But we've decided to go on a road trip all the way to Laoag, just so we could have the extra time to chat. Night turned into day, and we were still nowhere halfway there. Things perked up considerably when the first sign of Laoag showed up around lunchtime. Alright, hey, we're in La Union. We left about 6 a.m. It's about 12. Yeah, Noel? We're gonna go grab lunch. Yeah? So let's go. The vistas changed around us, from flat rice lands to the Cordillera mountain range in the distance. It was late afternoon when we reached Ilocos Norte. We decided to make a short stopover in the town of Batok, birthplace of national artist and renowned painter Juan Luna. Luna is best known for his massive work, Spolarium, which won the top prize at the 1884 Madrid Exposition. The Juan Luna Shrine is a reconstruction of the house he was born in. And that's over there is the well. Maybe we can make a wish. Let's make a wish. Here we go. There it is. I did make a wish that my next 3 days in Laoag would be as vivid and memorable as any of Luna's paintings. We finally arrived in Laoag City after nightfall. First thing on the agenda, a nice warm bed to sink into. And we found it at the Java Hotel. We were exhausted by the trip, but excited for what lay ahead. Getting up with the sunrise isn't something I'm used to. But I really wanted to get some sightseeing done, so I headed to the local tourism office to get advice from someone who knows Laoag.
If you're asking about parade, we have the Kalesa Parade, and then we have the Grand Parade, wherein we will be having different floats from all the schools in the locality and even nearby municipalities. I also suggest them to watch the street pageantry, where there'll be different dancing contingents competing against each other, and of course the search and coronation for Miss Laoag City.
The festival is in honor of
Saint William the Hermit.
What other places should we definitely have to see?
Well, we have the famous sand dunes in La Paz.
When we emerged from City Hall, the Ayayam was already in progress. Every Pamulinawan festival, children from public schools in the city take part in native games. Some were familiar.
Look, Noel! So this is Palo Cebo, right?
And there were some games I'd never seen before. All the physical exertion around us was making me hungry. So we set off to find some freshly made empanada, a specialty in the Ilocos region. We finished our steaming hot treats just in time to catch the start of the Calesa parade. Calesas have long been used as the main means of transport here in Laoag, despite cars and motorcycles coming into vogue as well. The Calesa parade is a way Laoagueños honor their past, as well as present use. It seemed the whole community was out in force that day. And so was the sun beating down on us. We decided to head back to the hotel to cool off, but we weren't going to pass up an opportunity to try another form of transport in Laoag.
Here in Laoag, the kings of the road are the Calesa and the tricycle. What makes the tricycles here different is that they're really tiny. Pero mano? Alright, I'm really tired from today's events, from all the parades and everything. So I'm just gonna hang out, have a swim here at the Java Hotel, just rest up for tonight.
Dinner brought us to Cromwell's Grill, where our hefty appetites got the better of us. We ate a lot, from familiar fare like fried chicken to Ilocano specialties like pickled fish and pinakbet. And of course, there's always halo-halo to cap off any big meal. We just may have eaten too much. On the eve of St. William's Day in Laoag, the parish take their image of the city's patron saint on a procession. Amid the sound of drummers, the devout fall into step as St. William's image goes on a tour about the city. We then rode 7 kilometers away from Laoag to get to Santa Monica Church in Sarat. Built in a mix of neoclassical and Baroque styles, Sarat Church had a sense of mystery and awe about it. But it was a nearby ruined building that really got our attention.
Wow. This place is a lot bigger than it looks from the outside. So I guess this is the hallway.
It used to be a monastery, but became a place where convicts were kept during the Spanish colonial era.
Torture room. See, it looks like there used to be an entrance right here, but they blocked it. They're probably hanged from here. It's creepy. It's creepy. Look, there's a well, Pozo Grande. Is it just me, or do you get that really, really creepy sinking feeling?
Is there enough light here?
Wow, garrote, beheading chamber. There's this strange smell, strange feeling, and yeah, I think it's time to leave. Let's go.
We got out of there fast, then decided to take a more light-hearted look at Ilocos Norte's history at the Museo Ilocos Norte. Walking about Laoag City, history was all around us. The sinking bell tower was built during the Spanish colonial period. Men on horseback used to be able to enter the sinking bell tower, but now you can only enter by stooping. And the Tobacco Monopoly Monument was erected by the people as a thanksgiving when the King of Spain ended a century of planting only tobacco in the Ilocos region. This was also the day of the Grand Parade. So before heading off to watch it, we filled our bellies with more food uniquely found in Laoag. Then, it was once again parade time. The floats went from simple ones that carried beauty pageant winners to elaborate ones that told a story about Laoag. And then there were the floats that were just fun. But after standing around all afternoon, Noel and I were raring for some action. We decided to stay at Fort Ilocano Resort so we could use their recreational facilities.
Yeah, we're gonna try some archery. Yay! Can I try? Can I try? Yeah. Like this? Like this? Ah! Ow! No, 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 no. She didn't see anything. Okay, so this is how it's really done.
We didn't feel too successful with the archery, so we decided to try the all-terrain vehicles for rent. sunset prevented us from taking another spin on the tracks, but we found other ways to amuse ourselves. Sunday dawned. It was the last day of the Pamulinawin Festival, but it was also market day. Most of the items for sale were things available in Manila, only cheaper. Then, out of the blue, a lady offered to show us something we've never seen before: ant eggs.
Some are pure without the ants. With the ants, it's sour because the ants are sour.
Usually saute them.
It can be egg omelette.
Egg omelette.
Yes.
Note to adventurous eaters: make sure you've got anti-allergy medication. You never know how your body's going to take this delicacy. I wanted to see what bagnet looked like.
What I like to call heart attack on a plate.
Seeing that got me wondering how bagnet is made. Miss Biana Pascua has won many awards for her bagnet. She inherited bagnet making from her mother, and now she runs her own business with her husband. The meat is pre-boiled. Then it's deep-fried slowly to cook it all the way through. But what really makes it crispy is the second frying.
Fried like it's hot. Fried like it's hot. Dog.
Miss Biana's bagnet is so much in demand that during the Pamulinawin Festival, they have to start cooking at 4 a.m. Laoag is also known for its basi, or sugarcane wine. The De La Cruz family has their own special recipe for making basi. Sugarcane stalks are crushed to extract the juice from them. Then the juice is boiled to pasteurize it. After raw juice has cooled, you can already enjoy it.
The lifespan of this one is about 2 to 3 days lang siya. It's so unfortunate that this is a seasonal crop. So what we do is to put them in earthen jars for our future financial needs.
Juice that will be made into basi is poured through samak bark to provide its color, then placed into earthen jars. After the juice has cooled, samak bark, fruit, and leaves are stirred in to aid fermentation. As we returned to Laoag City, the street pageantry had people lining up to watch the contingents dance their way through the streets before making their presentation at the plaza. There was so much passion in the street dancing, so much fun that we stayed until the awarding ceremonies. But after the crush of the crowd, we longed for wide open spaces and headed out of the city to the sand dunes in La Paz, expecting just to view them. We didn't know we'd get to experience them in a different way. The members of the Pinakbet group were off-roading on the sand dunes practicing for a competition, and they offered to take us around with them that afternoon. It felt like being in a blender, and just staying seated in our 4x4 took all of our energy. But riding off into the sunset atop those sand dunes was worth all the bumps and bruises. We made our way out of the wilderness of sand dunes back into the city proper. Time for more adventure, this time on our plates. We sampled some ant eggs at Balay de Blas before heading to our last big Pamulinawan festival event. The Miss Laoag City pageant. The city sports auditorium was filled to the rafters with spectators eager to watch the next Miss Laoag City get crowned.
International quest for Miss Laoag City Pamulinawan.
After the excitement of the festivities, we were grateful for a little leisure time. We took an early trip out to Pagudpud, detouring first to see a road built against a mountain over the rocky shoreline. Then it was off to the beach. The sand under our toes, the ocean at our feet, and the sky just above us. What else could you ask for? We saw windmills across the water. These were located in Bangue, and it took some effort finding our way through winding dust roads before we could get to them. When we got there, we had no idea they were that huge. Built by a power company, their modern metal lines stood in stark contrast to the undeveloped natural coastline they were built on. It was only a short distance from there to the Cape Boheador lighthouse. The lighthouse has stood guard over this rocky stretch of coastline for centuries. Our last stop for sightseeing was Pawai Church. Named by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, it wasn't hard to see why. We were heading back to Manila in the morning, so we wanted to spend our last sunset away in style. How to describe this trip? I mean, there've been some quacky and fun times. I've met a lot of interesting people and did a lot of amazing things that I never thought I'd get to see and do. And my favorite parts were doing those really adventurous things like off-roading and, you know, seeing all those sights and sounds around the festivals. There's so much more to that place than just how it looks like. And I just hope they you know, keep it as it is, because it's breathtaking there. So I just think it's amazing how people come together. They really did welcome us with open arms. It's reassuring that, you know, you can still find that in people, you know, in this beautiful, beautiful city. I just have to say that, you know, I'll never forget everything I saw and I did right here, and the people who touched my heart. They're just amazing. And right now there's no place I'd rather be but right here. So thank you, Laoag. Thank you. It's really beautiful.